again, 2K TV fans. Hey, I'm Mike Walczewski, the PA voice of your New York Knicks, and I'm back to celebrate the Playmakers. Let's take a look at some of your State Farm top assists. Initiating from the wreck with DJR 6401. Drive, goes behind the back in midair, passing it on the barricade. Let's get ready to an even more exciting place with its deep rest. Just listen to the joy created by this bounce lob. We're so glad you saved it. Over at my team, GORF Center is testing the wings on their Ironwood.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Here with Chris Webber and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We're joined by reporter Allie LaForce as well. And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, Taurean Prince is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards, then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Russell in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3, small forward. And the start of the new season. What's opening day like this? Always got
Let's go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Russell, the pass to Beverley. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Adams covering. To the middle. Here's Russell.
Yay!
Coming off an assist from Towns.
Some contact here, but Russell is not intimidated. Comes through it to finish strong.
And D'Angelo Russell, looking at his career, he's slowly becoming a more efficient player, learning his strengths and his limitations.
Shot's good by Morant.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Russell with the ball. Over to the wing. Beverley outside. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Towns.
Nice, Bane.
It's Bane with the rebound. And Russell, he's still a volume scorer. But now I think he's better at picking his spots.
And you can live with his percentage. He's improved his shot from the outside. It seems like he's always looking to refine his game.
Adams, shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Russell. Back to Prince. Pass to Russell. This one for 3. Kept alive. Towns. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Here's Bane. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Now here's Beverley. Pass to Prince. Now here's Russell. The 11th
Nice game, Morant.
Denied by Morant.
I love Morant's approach to the game. I mean, flying to the ball, challenging everything.
And they recover it. Adams against Towns. And another shot. And it's Adams missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Man, look at that, using his speed and athleticism to perfection. Russell, love it when he attacks the basket.
No luck on that one. It's a tie game in Memphis. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
Here's Morant on the court for Minnesota. Beasley and Okogie on the perimeter. Naz Reid out there with McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the point guard. Now here's Melton. Here's Anderson. Misses in close.
That works just like they drew it up. Till the part where he short arms the ball.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Anderson. To the inside. Clark right side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, and after a breakout rookie season, Brandon Clark, first team All-Rookie, his efficiency dropped a bit in year 2. Still a key piece for the Grizzlies.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And the 21st pick in 2019. Last year, Brandon Clark moving into the starting lineup for Memphis.
Nice.
The injury to Jerry Jackson is what created that opportunity. I think they can play well. Jackson shoots with range, and Clark is more effective finishing inside.
Now here's Melton. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Anderson. And here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Anderson against Russell. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw
Wow.
That tells you a lot about who's the more aggressive team. They should have that same exact attitude tonight.
Beverly, the pass to Towns. Russell with the ball. Over Morant. No good. A bit long that time.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
He takes it in. Some solid defense from Russell.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Good.
Now, what a slick play, man. Russell doesn't miss many chances to create an easy bucket for a teammate.
And here's Morant. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. The offensive rebound. It's a tie game in Memphis. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenks.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, for the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And let's talk some 2K, Chris. If you're building a player, what position would be the most fun? A guard, a wing, or a big man?
I would say, probably a wing. Because you can kind of switch up on the length. You could be as tall as KD or as short as, let's say, Harden. But you can also have solo sets with that. Short. Guys involved. So I would say,
Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant.
And the coaching staff has to love this. Russell working, hustling, and looking engaged on defense. When he said jump with me if you want to go viral, Ja Morant with the explosiveness to live in the lane and the soar to the Raptors.
Back to Edwards for the lead. And the shot, no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Bane, covered by Towns. Shoots from 12. No good, off the front rim. And relentless is Morant. Man, does he attack the paint, Chris.
As fast as he is, he does a great job of using change of speed. He keeps the ball on a string, and when he gets it in close, watch out. He can finish any way he wants to.
Russell from outside. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Brooks outside. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Morant into the lane. Uses the pass on the layup. Morant's got 6.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Prince. Now Russell. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Brooks with it. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Beverly into the lane. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
With good anticipation and instincts, Jackson, he's established himself as a quality shot blocker.
Pass to Morant. Not enough on that one as it misses. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies out in front, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Russell the 1, Beasley the 2. Jaden McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Reid can't hit.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Bane into the lane. Can't connect from short range. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Tries to break his ice. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Reid. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Okogie. And it's Beverly in for Beasley. Brooks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, it's easy to see all the hard work Dylan Brooks has put in. The 45th pick in the 2017 draft.
And he sinks the second. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Russell, the pass to Towns. Edwards against Adams. Another miss by Minnesota.
I think he lets the D get to him there and rush him. He has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Here's Bain. Beverly defending. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Bain. Adams. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Russell. And he can't get that one.
Percy
And
Jackson.
The Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Bain. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
A good lead is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
1:14 left in the fourth. Here's Russell. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Russell.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Misses from short range.
This has not been his best quarter.
Oh, just off his game. Forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Morant, pass to Adams. Back to Morant. From deep 3-point range. Another miss by Memphis. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
Outside Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay.
About money, used to be bumming, turn nothing to something. I got my bank account just jump. Rubber band honeys, it keep on coming. I'm look like a woman, the drug got me slumpy. It's about money, used to be bumming, turn nothing to something. I got my bank account just jump. I'm thumbing through bands and racks, deep in that there ain't no friends in that. First playing, get on a new, I got no lands in time.
Moneymatch showed us that even when you're at the rim, it can be fun to pass. It's time. Around the clock. Stacking up passes can be fun. After the steal, Say rewards the effort with this fast break piece.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful evening in downtown Memphis. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. They've got Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bain in at the 2 spot. Here's Brunson.
Nice,
and Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very
first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now, here's Doncic. Morant with the steal. Takes the 13-footer. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic outside. And the rejection by Morant against Doncic. Morant kicks to Jackson. No one covered.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Doncic. Last game he had 28 points. On baseline, Jay. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He was effusive in his praise for Luka Doncic, particularly citing his strength for such a young age. Coach said he can convert through contact. He's hard to back down in the post, and he's an excellent rebounder. Their goal, or maybe their hope, is to match his physicality. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Brooks, following the score by Dallas. Adams, the pass to Morant. And he drives in, and he goes right over Luka Doncic and slings it down.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Passes to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Brunson. It's over Morant.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. DeAnthony Melton out there with John Morant. Then it's Williams. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doncic, no good. And so it's Memphis with it. Out to Morant. Memphis moving it around.
Anderson
slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Doncic. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Anderson. It's rebounded by Dallas. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks checked in for Williams. And it's Bain in for D'Anthony Melton. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Howe, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Davis Bertans. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Sterling Brown. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dinwiddie. The three for Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Here's Morant. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Doncic. Here's Adams. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
Back to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Jackson. Here's Brunson.
Nice D.
Morant with some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Just 3 on the clock. Unable to get that one. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq, and the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. Doncic dishes to Bullock. There's the drive. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks.
In addition to his shooting range, Bullock, a solid defender at that position.
No doubt. He's aggressive and disciplined, and that's a hard combination. You can trust Bullock on ball on an island against a good scorer. He's also solid off ball. This guy is a sort of classic 3-and-D role player.
Here's Adams. Here's Jackson.
G.
Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nice D, Morant.
Doncic with the bucket.
From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders.
And the pass to Brooks. From the top of the key, he buries it.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Dinwiddie's checked in for Reggie Bullock.
And here's a look at some numbers for Brunson. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
.116 left to play here in the third. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Brooks. Morant right side.
Oh, gamay kayo. Hatag daw.
Pass to Adams.
Dito to gamay. Gani.
Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant's got his third assist on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Doncic dishes to Powell. Count it. Powell's got his first 2 points.
Now Powell, a terrific option in the pick and roll, knows to slash and finish.
Here's Morant. Nice
Morant.
Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Now Doncic. He's got 9. Over Morant. They get it back.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies out in front, up 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
When you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. John Morant, he's out there with Anthony Melton. And it's Bain in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. Driving in. And jump to finish it off. Beauty.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
Wow, what, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. 2 minutes. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Bertans. Here's Doncic. It's good. This game is holding.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Morant.
Stop.
Great element having one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever. Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
A floater. Dallas takes it the other way. Dinwiddie outside. He takes it in. They get the go-ahead bucket. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance.
Nice.
His movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Nice team, Moran.
Doncic missing. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 2-point game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Doncic gets to Brunson. Pulls up.
Nice D, box.
Off the left eye. And they go to the intentional foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal.
It's the first that puts them up by 5.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. Dwight Powell out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bullock in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. With the floater. Nice. Solid defense from Adams.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Morant into the lane. Banked it in off the glass.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Doncic with it. Last game he had 28 points. Puts up a 3. Again, Doncic missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
You know, for all his skill, and he's got plenty of it, one thing that people don't realize about Doncic is just how strong he is. And he's still uber young. With time, his frame will only get more imposing, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
Morant against Doncic. Shots good by Morant. And at 6'7", 230 pounds, Luka Doncic has the physical tools to attack the paint.
And because he's got that body and those skills, he doesn't shy away from contact, B.A. If anything, he knows exactly how to use that size and strength to his advantage.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. After the basket by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Inside.
Nice.
Kicks it to Doncic. Takes the 3. The Mavericks rebound. Brooks against Powell. Over Brooks.
Nice.
That one a little long. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 so far. And it's Morant off the drive. There's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Brunson after the basket by Memphis. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Adams. Anderson comes in for Jackson. Williams is checked in for Brooks. And it's Melton in for Bain. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Kleba, he's checked in for Powell. Bertans comes in for Finney-Smith. Brown, he's checked in for Bullock. And it's Dinwiddie in for Brunson. Melton misses. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Moran against Dinwiddie. From 11 feet away. Can't get it to drop. 1 second left. That shot is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The Mavericks trailing. They've got Kyle Anderson. Ja Morant is out there with Anthony Melton. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, BA. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Bertans. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Pass to Anderson. Now Williams. Drills it from deep. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Mavericks call time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Anderson. Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Bain in for Melton. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Kleba. Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. Bullock, he's checked in for Brown. And Brunson is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Bain. Pass to Moran.
Just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Doncic up top. Adams covering. Dallas again missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Morant. Wow. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Brunson on the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Morant. That one's good for 2. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Doncic. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Brunson. 3-pointer, no good. So we conclude the first half. It's the Grizzlies up 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, we've got Dwight Powell. Reggie Bullock is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Brunson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Brooks, looking for his first basket.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Bane, and stolen by Brunson. 3-on-3. Here's Finney-Smith. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Boy, we've got an incredible amount of young talent in the league right now, Clark. Some who could go down as all-time greats when it's all said and done.
I can't disagree with that, B.A. Clearly outstanding talent, but this is cyclical. We've had periods like this before where there have been great young talents that have come into the league and taken it by storm. You talk about Antetokounmpo and Doncic and Zion Williamson, and there are tons of others, Devin Booker and the like. A lot of guys seem destined for Springfield, even in their early 20s, if they maintain their level of play for the next several years.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Doncic, no good.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Dinwiddie, and he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Excellent focus that time from Powell on the defensive end. Saw the opportunity, went for the filch, and got it.
Shoots over Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound. Brooks from outside. No good that time. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Hits a three-pointer. Finney-Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Morant pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Morant. With 1 on the clock. And that one goes careening off the glass. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Anthony Melton out there with Ja Morant. And it's Bane in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter. It's so frustrating after a nice drive to just blow the finish.
Pass to Bain. Now here's Jackson. And the layup is good off the glass. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Bertans for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cleveland.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks is checked in. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson comes in for Bertans. Pass to Adams. Here's Jackson. From 13. Bullock puts it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Now here's Doncic. Outside Brunson. Back to Doncic. Powell with it. Up top Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Takes a 13-footer. Doncic pulls down the board. Pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Finney Smith checked in for the Mavericks. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Bullock. Outside Finney Smith. 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard. Too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
Jackson can't get it to go. And it's Doncic on the drive. Outside Brunson. Off target with the 3. Brooks outside. And so it's the Grizzlies.
This is Mike Walczewski, thanking you for sending in these excellent assists.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific look at the city of Memphis. And we've got...
Well, thank you, Kevin.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. And it's Bain in at the shooting guard. And here we are, opening night. Brent, do you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night. I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995, those many years ago, we had played against the Phoenix Suns, and they at the time had a player that said something during a free throw where the arena was completely quiet. Clippers against Suns. I can't repeat it in this broadcast, but at the commercial break, Kevin, I'll share it with you. But thank you for reminding me of it.
Here's Young. Steven Adams making his last shot. Now here's Capella. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Heat, that's for sure. Clock at 4. No good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Shoots over Capella. Rebounded by Capella.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
We've got 1:28 left in the first. And the rejection by Jackson. Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich just checked in. Here's Collins. He kicks it to Hunter. Over Brooks. Outside Bogdanovich. Buries it from three-point range.
Trying to improve every year. That's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate the offense. That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Now, here's Bogdanovich for the 3. The offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Morant against Young. Yep, it counts. Morant's got his second best.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Young up top, guarded by Morant. And here's Young. The long distance 3 is buried.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
That shot misses. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Williams is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's John Morant. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Clark in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And it's Gallinari missing. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Morant. Rebound, Atlanta. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. Gallinari outside. 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. The Hawks need to get off a shot here for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And Lou Williams, always a threat off the bench, has had the right mindset for playing 6-man really his whole career.
And as that career sort of is in the twilight, I don't think that mentality for Lou changes, where he wants to come in and impact the game, especially on the offensive end. And maybe he wins you 2 or 3 games during the regular season that takes you from a team that might not have home court to one that does. And maybe one of those magical nights happens in the postseason for Lou Williams.
Here's Morant with a made shot from John Collins. Collins grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Warriors. Herter passes to Collins. Young outside. Shoots over Adams. No good off the back of the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The 11-footer. Here's Jackson. Collins with some nice D. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Little turnaround. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And Memphis making a change here. Elton's checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams comes with a double team. Brooks from outside. It's good from long range. Brooks has got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches as the first. And
as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the headshots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. The Hawks trailing. Here's Herter. Off target from the baseline. Here's Morant. Good defensive work there by Young.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Morant drives in.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Capella. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 15 points a game last season, 14 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Collins kicks to Young. Offside Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
If he lacks defense there, he's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Passes it to Bain. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
And now the first time out called here for the Hawks.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williamson for Kevin Huerter. Young pass to Okongwu. Rocket 6. Outside Bogdanovich. This one for 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And the Grizzlies leading by 5 to the left side wing. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Morant with it. Okongwu covering. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nagpa-pressure na di ay. Kaya. Doorday sila Sunday, pero wala man siya dudula. Tulog ka game na. Magdong kay. Ana tamong netalay. Mga lagi pa na sa sakit sa player. Pagkara, netalay kay. Ana si Badio, asa mo dulas mo. Tagong netalay. Gane. No, kaya ka natin siya mag-relay. Saya pa lagi na man. Nagagtao. Sun manok.
And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan has to say to his team.
Kaso walay rice. Purot tamo ganina. Purot tamo na nagriga. Paggutom eh.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Morant is out there with the and it's Bain in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Young. Denied by Morant.
And how about you see that impressive?
Ang isa adobo, isa lechon manok. Nagluto tako niya, nagpalit ng manok.
Milton with the ball. Okongwu covering. It's good. 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
That's how you draw it out right there. Screen, share defense, quick move to the bucket.
You get the lane.
Young looking around. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the 2-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot. And Trey able to make the play.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Saan na yan ako sa ina? Uniqlo? Nga po, no? Mahilang dyan direct sa mga Uniqlo siya.
Brooks checked in for DeAndre. John Collins is checked in for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. And keeping us up
sila Uniqlo, may bandari diya po.
Thanks, Kevin.
Sa kalibo.
Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in the blink. He needs to do the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Young from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella.
GGG, asa ka mulusot
Some
ya.
solid defense there from Jackson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Mabuhat sticker sa bike ba? Kumon mo kayo nakubagod kay Pilipinas magpangalan ba? Anak ko, bugay Tagum. Okay, wala gwapo kayo na ilan nang taga-Tagum ka na bikers?
Wow. Tingnan na bitag Pilipinas.
Oo.
Ako si Tip Tagum.
Alam ko pa, Tagum ba? Hindi.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter.
Ay, salamat.
Morant against Young.
Abigin ako ba kaning kakandaan kayo lang eh. Dagang pagkaon nito.
Dagan man, pero nag-inom ang good. Nahot na nagpulutan ba? Gawa.
Morant against Adams. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing.
May napagkapit lang naman building eh. Hindi may nakapalitin na pagkaon. Madami dapat daghan mo na.
That one misses. And the Grizzlies go.
Dagan may tao pa nito.
Daghan eh, tako kayo lang Pilipinas. Tayo mong tanan lang Pilipinas, invited.
Mga tambay, na player.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Nawal ito, wala eh.
Here's Babe.
Nagdulat sa Lakers, pwede ko pa sa gibay.
Kana iyay.
Ako ba ako?
Kana iyay, kalaman. Kana may dudula.
Ako ng Lakers ba?
Kato.
Libre kayo doon ka sa gibay.
Kalimot na sa stroke.
Jackson, wala. Kapatay ba?
Yung yung nga gusto kayo po kayo. Pag ka na, pangapag dito niya. Parang mawala dyan kayo sa kanlaw ba yan. Kung nagkakakuha dyan ka ba?
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, big time from DeAndre Hunter, letting it all hang out.
And an intentional foul right there.
There you go. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Memphis, John Morant. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
Kuya ako din napagkasugaw si Jolo.
Si, katong dato kayo. Nagcook ito tinayaan.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one.
Ay, kanang magparle-parle siya nagcook kay tayo.
Tawag ito sa
Nagkuhay na po gusto yung parle din. Nagcook may isig tayo sa mga bangka, nag-100K.
11 seconds left in the fourth.
Gusto siya. Nagkama siya plus 1.
A moment to present.
Sugdan mo yapon.
Player scores over half his team's points.
You
know he's going to be our pick.
1-0 na, 1-0. Sugdan lang siya. Wala kaya ako naka-plus 1.
They just haven't been able to keep him in check.
Sali kay Gista pa rin.
Individual effort.
Hunter no good.
Pero katong KD na nga Gista pa rin.
So it's Memphis picking up the lead.
Ana sila. Galing.
Yeah, I mean they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to.
Lain po kayo ito, naikatapat si Lebron.
Just effective in terms of coming away.
Naapil pa din si Durant sa pagkabibi sa angal sa foul. Akala ng foul, isa ka nang giyapak lang na ako ni Lebron. Tapos Durant mo ko na din pala.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight.
Responsible
for that confidence.
Nakaduwa sila, no? Ni Durant, no? Nakaduwa, no? Si Bente ng 18. Ato Toronto, tapang repeat. Straight na tayo, GSW din, no? 14, 15, 16, 17.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Mabasa na mo yung play every year sa playoffs, makatong ma-play ninyo ba?
Thank you for watching the NBA.
Yeah, ang mga team every year mag-booster may yan sila, di ba?
Good night, everyone.
Wapong bosonan na. Kaya nasa lang pang ISO moves.
Nabito. Naiskin booster mo ito.
Sa Warriors, si Curry naman.
Kato ganina, kung mangigo, mo lang dito, di ba?
Tanawa, gidugangan play sa Boston ba? Kaldag ni Smart.
Aliyo. Wala ko man ito gimag ito.
Mapasok na Smart, pamanggaan, nagsakin sa bultas niya.
Lagi, kaya na.
Anak lang niyo.
Buga, para ito yung maganis kari kamay. Pagkabit ito.
And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight.
Nagigamit naman ito lang sa Miami para sa mga game 5 na bebita.
Kanya-kanya din yung ano, pesa no.
Lamang din sa tawang konti.
Pinaguto ka score, mas malapot.
Lamang din sa tawang konti, pwede sila mong seal, no? Lamang sa tawang Boston, pwede sila mong seal. Jamoran, third up na.
Ito mo sa kamo sa una, lamaw eh. Shooter agad.
Shooter na, wala yung mangingana lagi.
May bata ka.
Tarawa itong nasi Kairos na napahit, bibigay sila nyo. Kinay mo tapang ka Lebron.
Back to Collins. Down low.
Naman ako niyan eh.
Nabi, mintaw ganit siya naganahan ka ako sila. Dito ko sa buwan. Gwapo ko rin lang man akong control kaluto. Hindi na pwede ito ba? Nahihikaros. Kung nakala po siya na nalamian.
Mami, umalatog niya kasi.
Out na nga rin. Ano yung manok return sa masing bata pa. Yung baguluto.
Here's Young.
Francos.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Some scouts were surprised
DJ
Wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Di pa ito din no?
Wala si Archie. Kuratan na to si Archie. Ay, si Archie, si Albert. Mga pitaw. Mga ratings yan. Oo. Di ba punto na katanaw yung tawanan? Pero makuratan dito. Kaya wako man din ang feel. Makikita na si Kiri kabating nga ito na. Madawat na nato ang mag-video yan. Nice, di Moran.
Wala ko expose sa TV din. Wala yung TV.
Especially from that distance.
Here's Payne. And again, Memphis no good. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Gwapo to kay straight. Puro lang yung kwan, soft drinks.
Puro laps, mampod.
Puro laps.
Pass to Hunter.
Road bike.
Fires from deep. They get it back. And Capella gets it to go.
The muscle Capella brings packs a punch, especially when he's hitting the offensive glass.
Brooks against Hunter. Brooks outside.
Nice move.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Chances got. Nag-invite. Nakaya, apas na rin. Nag-whatever sila.
Young, the pass to Collins.
Nico, si Kwan. Deadpool.
Now here's Young.
Yeah, makatukot na naman ang play. Yawa, pag-islit ako group set,
23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Ayun. This time na lang, uban na rin ni Jet eh. Sabi ni Toby. Na-birthday me. Ay, salamat, malalilang ka rin siya. Sige. Sige. Apas ko ni Jet. Ano rin, technique ato dahil?
Ayun ako ba? Ganda na ko.
The Hawks trailing. Outside, Williams.
Nice
Comes
D.
up empty down low. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
We've got DeAnthony Melton, Brandon Clark out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the game for Memphis.
Oh, man ako yung
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nagmuhat ng group chat, Busing.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Dito. Kaya na J-Code. Ano ako nila group chat eh?
Sige mo kung umulang. Nato dito, katong mga nanula na dito yung naman to.
Magula sa dito lang. Sabay tayo, hindi lagi ito. Nagpaano po sulti.
Siya makikipag-agad na siya. Siya madulag ko lang ka. Yan eh, dapat may.
Mudula naman ko pag paano lang ko kay... Sayang.
Sayang, ito sa akin.
Makapit na kayo kumain.
Siya mag-chat. Ha? Siya mag-chat. Ako na naman sa group chat. May ilan na nayaw niya. Muna pa siya.
Muna siya magdulo.
Sa signa ka. Ano na yung kauban? Ano ba tayo Jisoo tatong? Tatong classmate di plong-plong lang yun.
Eh?
Plong-plong. Mas gwapa yan, jump set. Yung Marisi Booker. Dito sa part.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
Whether palangga ka nila, kaya ikaw ang bitahon, or ikaw ang biggest link.
Ay, plano.
O ikaw ang biggest link. Doon
na guys, doon.
Either timingaw lang sila sa buwak, ikaw ang biggest sa lahat.
Alam.
Or ikaw ang
close to a title last year,
Smitty.
I'm sure opening night couldn't have passed it up. You're totally right, BA. Unfinished business at hand. And they are challenging to get the season going. Unfortunately, in this league, you have only one win. Now here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Hunter finds Young. Here's Capella. Back to Young.
Wow.
Oh, grabe din.
Wow ka, GG na ni Dick. Di ba yung makakapag 3 yung karibon? May din sila.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots were dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Here's Bain.
Pass to Adams. Bowling ba?
Now Morant.
Mana-mana din siguro na ba?
Clock at 4.
Eh, 2022 nagutaboy. Asa ko ng bowling?
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line.
Nagbuling, ganahan ng billiard.
He was the first New Zealander to ever get picked in the first round of the draft.
Bowling din ang rera.
To represent his home country well.
And the Grizzlies making a change here.
Kaya ako, wala akong naganahan ng bowling.
Now here's Gallinari. In his last
Basta
outing,
kay ganahan
12 points. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Okongwu. Right outside.
Bigli pa yung matawanan.
Second shot opportunity. Oh, Adams with the block.
Kisrigan din ang kagadubo. Sukat na atong siya gadubo.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Hawks on top. They lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Di ba ng straight sa kanto-kanto? Rapon?
Magsama. Halftime show.
Ang itlog, gawa pa siya katilaw, no?
Scramble.
Scramble lang yung natilawan. Ay, ang ganahan. Sa design, hindi siya ganahan.
And that's a wrap.
Nakakapon ako. Shabal ka. Huwag galing sa kilometro mo.
Readers, so...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Hawks leading. Over a 6'8" span for Anthony Melton. He's a pest at the defensive end. Here's who Nate McMillan is starting the second half with.
GG na.
Young and
Muli na pong maligit ang kaila.
In at the 5.
Nakatagay Brooks. Bingo!
Hindi ba po nila mamutan na manigurado ba?
Maybe he was too wide open.
Pero kaya na mga kaila.
Here's Jackson.
Kaya karang kabalo na karang sigpanugal ba?
Parang sa isa na itong ano, saya. Mga kumagod, di ba ito mga online replay?
Kaya ito yung replay si mga.
Di kabalo, hindi maminaw?
And he also has great activity with his length. A 3-and-D combo.
Para mga tigong-tigong gawin ba? Ang gusto punta dyan. Gusto pass dyan.
Now here's Brooks.
Si Tata Evan, magkano?
Para na.
Target sa niyang system.
Shoots over Capella. And again, Memphis no good.
They've come out
Ano
ice
na ko,
cold
first,
to
ano ko,
start
sige, ako
this
na lang
half.
niya, ako na lang,
3
talpak para
misses
sa mga.
and as many
Ngayon na lang
attempts.
akong password doon ko, okay lang sa mga.
Ay, kaya nagasugal pa siya na.
One thing, budulog ng 2-1 ba? Sakto, kaya siya, wala.
Kabalo pag magtingalingaw sa sarili na.
Right side Moran to the paint.
Wow!
And there's Jackson on the assist by Moran. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Power bit naman ang padula.
Has the passing talent.
Aggressive mo kung bata pa niya. Rinig ako na. Nadala pagka-aggressive ba?
Jun.
Adams against Capella.
Asa?
Balot mo.
Left side
Wala na ito, dula, no?
Brooks against Hunter.
Kuya mo niya itong power.
Need to get one up here. Launches it.
Ato niya, kuya. Power bit.
Memphis leading.
Iksan na ito na.
Stolen by Young.
Isip ito gawa na ito. Nice team.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one.
Pressure Trae Young puts on defense. Outstanding at taking the on the foul.
He's checked in for Memphis.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard with bonus. He's going to knock him down.
Bulag-bulag na wala yung balik na po. Mga gani, power kayo yung buwak. Masa mo na ito, bulag na po.
Gago po.
Rejected by Capella.
Ay, gago po ba?
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards.
Uy, pasok ko, kaya dyan na, di ba?
Basket counts.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy.
At hanggang mag-ingatan dyan sa Palawan, di ba?
Now here's Morant. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Morant's got 6.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. They've got numbers. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Here's Williams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Another shot. Okongwu with the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 3. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Hawks ahead. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Bane in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Young. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Ooh, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Timeout call, Memphis. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. Brooks, he's checked in for Melton. John Collins checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might be more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's going to take. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Young.
Nice day, nice day. Yeah.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Morant.
Are you kidding me?
One stop.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style
One stop.
Young against Morant.
Nice day, Adams.
Young can't hit. Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Adams finds Morant.
Foul.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And another thing, they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really love their aggressiveness.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
ISO.
Here's Young. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
Collins against Morant. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter here. The Hawks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Hunter.
Ay, patay ta. My God, iwanan siya.
Now Memphis takes it the other way. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Capella with a block. They recover it. Now Morant, guarded by Young.
Boto gamay.
Tries again.
Nice one.
Here's Adams.
Satin na lang.
Hunter with the rebound. So it's Atlanta now. 2-point game. Here's Capella. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Timeout call, Memphis. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Clint Capella.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off. Hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Young against Morant. Pass to Bain. All alone.
Attacking the defense with the pass.
Nice play.
Don't need to be a hero.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter.
Corner. Riyang, corner. Nice.
For the win.
Wala na.
Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everyone.
Ikatawa.
Para.
For those of you who participated in the 2K Jersey Design Challenge, thank you so much for submitting. Our judge, Corey Populous from Circulate Worldwide, is poring over them now and picking those 4 finalists.
But there can only be one winner, so make sure to check back here Friday at 4 p.m. where you can see which jerseys made it as finalists and you can vote for which.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. And with tip-up.
Hey, Kevin.
But I love that resilience. It shows with their success on the floor. Thanks for that story. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bane in at the 2. And for the Nuggets, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Stolen. Now Jackson. Denver grabs the miss.
Credit the D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Pass to Barton. Now Jokic. Shoots over Morant. Hits the jumper.
This is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
Now, here's Jokic. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. It is good.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. The tray. Drills the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing rhythm. When you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Here's Murray. Shoots from the block. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
For the Nuggets, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bane. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Shoots from 14, off the left rim and out. Now, here's Melton. He's covered closely. Here's Morant. A miss that time would have put him up.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. Denver on top, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, just
the hustle work, every day.
Indeed, those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Backcourt pair for them, it's Morris and Murray. Green is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in a second. Kept alive, Cousins, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Melton. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there, and he converts the layup. Anderson's got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
And they're finally starting to shake off the horrible shooting slump they suffered there through the first quarter.
Here's Cousins. Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Cousins. Michael Porter comes in for Jeff Green. And Barton subbed in for Monte Morris. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jackson comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. From 12 feet out, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Gordon. Oh, and he puts it off the glass. Wow.
Nice D.
This is a solid shot.
GG.
Jackson's timing and instincts is what allows him to make an impact like right there.
Brooks against Porter. To the left wing. Morant with a wide open look. Here's Adams. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Murray penetrating.
And you talked to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
Denver making a switch here. Cousins is checked in.
But his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
Outside Porter. Now the pass to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. Passes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Very gifted athletically. Jackson, he can bang and bump when working on the offense.
That's good from Jackson. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Murray. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Ken. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Chris with the Fab Five in Michigan and that powerhouse Kings team with so much shooting and passing. How special was it to shape the way the game is played now?
It's so special to see vestiges of our style still in the game. I mean, initially, not only did we influence the game with fast break, 94 feet of defense, but, you know, we also changed the expectation, saying, hey, it doesn't matter, you know, what you think of me. I can go out there with hard work and earn my spot and change the expectation of the game. As far as Sacramento, man, it's just so awesome that, you know, we left our game in the NBA. What do I mean by that? So many teams now play that offensive style that we had at Sacramento, and you need a few keys to do that. You need a great player, you need great passers, you need unselfish guys, and you need a family atmosphere in the locker room.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' five. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Payne in a two-guard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And here's the fast break. Here's Morant. Here's Adams.
Run!
The second effort. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's good on the second.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
Outside for Murray. Three-pointer, Barton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his sixth rebound on the night. It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Porter. Brooks dishes to Adams. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. And finished by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have. Timeout.
And Denver decides to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. John Morant, the highest draftee in Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Nuggets. Green comes in for Barton. And Memphis also making a switch. Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
I mean, so creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Morant is adept at creating offense for himself.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Green finds Jokic to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Jokic has got 8 points.
And how about taking the contact on the way up? Jokic doesn't shy away from an aggressive defense.
And it's Morant missing.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and it's Green missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Payne passes to Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
What really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Both free throws good from Morant. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Murray. It's off.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on when he finds a good matchup and makes an impact.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Jamal Murray is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Green in at the 3, a small forward.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And you think back to the 2018 draft, Anthony Melton was a sleeper. And after falling to the 46th pick, a lot of teams now wishing they hadn't slept on Melton.
Yeah, 3 years later, he signs a 4-year, $35 million contract. Didn't hang his head, kept working, and he's earned his keep.
Here's Jokic. And it's off the back rim, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. On the wing, Brooks. Jokic with the steal. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Murray against Brooks. Pass to Bain. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray outside. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 10. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Jackson. Shot from 12. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, this is what Morant is out here to do. I mean, he's someone that takes pride in his ability to get buckets.
Down low. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Murray. Count it. Good.
John Morant.
And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
To the paint, here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. They proved it this way.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Morant scanning the floor. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.
Egypt.